Hey, welcome to this stream. Working on City Cat, working title City Cat, now to be called Prowl. So we've decided that we need 8-way animations, up, down, left, right and diagonals. And yeah, this is the progress. So this is Spread 64. This is a tool that I made, I don't know when it was now, a couple of years back, 3 or 4 years back, when I started working with Mega Style. Got some t-shirts made. I could get more made, maybe in the future, for any fans. We'll see about that. But anyway, so for now, I'm just working on the little cat here. So it's a 4-frame animation. Sorry if there's an echo or something. There's supposed to be music coming through there from the desktop audio. Maybe it's reading the wrong monitor. No, that should be right. Okay, it's just not high enough. Anyway, you don't really need to hear the music, but it's just there for me. Kind of fitting. So I'm just putting in I'll just copy that one over. The sprites and stuff, let me save it because I've done a bit of work since then. Yeah. So we're using, I'll turn that down a wee bit. Suppose I can turn it down there. Right, hopefully that's not too loud at your end. So we're using high-res sprites for the overlay and the multicolor for the underlay. And these are the constant 2 colors, and this is the unique color. We'll probably make it so that you can change these at some point, and you can have like a different customized looking cat. If you've got a cat, then you know we can totally give you that ability to try and mimic your kind of cat and change these colors up. But for now, our little ash colored cat is what it is for now. So I'm just making the color stuff, get rid of some of the excess here. I guess that's the ear. It's a bit too much of the ear showing like that. Let's keep that as grey. Didn't the ear go that way? That looks pretty weird. I think it looks more like a dog like that. I'll just keep it like so, maybe a little shadow. Alright, let's just carry on with this and get all the multicolors in. Okay. As I was saying, I made this tool a few years back when I was working with Mega Style. I didn't really like using sprite pad because I was doing multiple overlays, like 2 or 3 sprites overlaid, and I found it a bit tricky to also composite bigger sprites. So I made this tool, and it's limited to 64 sprites is the only thing per file, which is good enough for most games. So what can I tell you about the game so far? We're kind of trying to pin down a few technical things to do with like foreground, and we might just take out anything that's too foregroundy, like, you know, get fences everywhere, because it means loads of sprite masking, and that hits the performance. Otherwise, we just put colliders there, so you can't actually go behind stuff. So what I'm going to do is just redesign the bitmaps so that there's not fencing in the foreground, and then every now and again there might be a lamppost, but we'll just make it into like a black sprite, and that way it can sit in front of the player. There's a few options like that. We don't have that many sprites in each scene. It's a very casual sort of gameplay. Alright, that one there. So we can get away with stuff like that. Right, let's see how that looks. Right, I notice there's a few anti-lacing bits that can be done. Some of these, I think I can choose them that way. Yeah. Great tune. Obviously we're inspired by the isometric angle of the infamous Last Ninja series. I think there's been a lot of isometric games in the past, but not that many that use the 4:1 ratio. Lots of 2:1 ratio. Probably, I don't know why, if it's easier or whatever. That make it look like a dog. Let's just make these flat like that. Right. Kind of looks like a dog somehow. I don't know what it is. Square head, maybe. Really hard to get a nice looking sprite shape. That's sort of more cat-like, but also sort of more dog-like. Yeah, that's sort of good, but oh man, there's just not enough pixels. There's just no nose now. I'll try that. That's so different. And maybe I just need to sort of go with it and then see how it looks, and decide once it's there. Just that it just looks like it's just turned into like a cat to a dog there. That's the only thing. So Just need to keep working on it. Where is that? Like that. It is better, I think. Let's get the colours sorted. I wonder if I put the little pink ear back in. It's just not the right position. But what I could do is push everything to the left. Potentially. That means moving this to the left twice. Which means... oh, wait a minute. That's silly. Just because I want a pink ear. Oh, such extremes. It's cute. Just because I want that. Let's see if I can fix everything up then. So, some grey there, I'll take that out. The SID chip lends itself well to cat sounds. Meow. Meow. Sprites take a bloody long time, tell you that. Right, and then this one. So yeah, since we're doing like 8 directions, so we're not just stuck to isometric diagonals, we're actually having, as you can see here, up and down and left and right. So I need to do the top right and then up versions of this. That looks alright. Looks alright. Good enough. So now putting some shadows. With the grey there is quite useful. Should I do like a double shadow? You can't undo in this tool, is the only thing as well. I've not added undos to it. But what it does do is it saves every single time you click in your documents drive. So if I save this, and if I open and you were to go to app data and you go to local, I think, and then sprite, whatever one I'm using, 1.39. I'm not even using the latest one, I'm using an older version. You go clicks, how many clicks you've done, and it'll say the time and everything. So date modified 2024, there we go, 2025 today. So every single click, autosave, 12 clicks, 6 clicks. Forget when it is it does it, but it basically will save literally everything. It does look like it says Dex though, but yeah, 21 Dex. Alright. Right, so I just need to do the upright angle now, so I'm just basically going to copy this over and then try, in fact that's probably easier to start with this one, try and imagine a different angle, and I'm not going to see as much of the face. The body is going to be overlapping, it's almost there. I need to bring the right leg higher and put the left leg lower, and we'll start to kind of get something. There we go, it's almost facing that angle. Right, let's start to put that down. So I'm going to layer 1. I can use W or S to go up and down that way, and then shift and click to place. So that is that. Now I have the way an animal walks is it's like this side will be open and the other side will be closed, as in like the legs will be going away from the center of the body on one side and then together on the other. So we would kind of see the feet going together here, but it really depends on the state that it's in, like if it's passing through. I usually figure that out as I go, like what do I need to see here for it to make sense. More of the back, if this is going back the way the other foot is forward, we don't see as much of it because of the angle, so we maybe see a bit there. This is going forward, the other one's coming backwards. We'll probably see a bit of it there, maybe. I don't know. Let's just try anyway. The ears, we only see the back of the ears now. The eyes, maybe we can have... Nah, see, that doesn't make sense. Let's... Maybe that is all we need. It's just a suggestion, you know, you don't really need everything to be so pixel precious. It's just... you get the idea when it's in motion. So that's that. Shift and click there, and then this paw is going to come down to the ground if it's not ready. Let's see. So both on the ground. So it essentially is on the ground. It's just now coming towards you, and you have to sort of always think about the angle. Right, and this one's going to be lifted then because it's finished its cycle of going back. So I'm kind of trying to lift it. Then the paw here is on a stride, a passing stride. We're going to see a bit of the back of it. This one's now making its way forward, but not on the ground. Really hard to do at this angle, so I'm just trying to figure it out. Plus we need a little up and down. I think that'll be the opposite because of the... what we've done here. Yeah, that would be up. So... yeah, everything's up, apart from this one, because of the angle or whatever. Doesn't matter. End of the day, it works. Right, so up. And let's save this. Done. Might take the line away because it's making it look like a dog collar. This looks like a dog still. Cats and dogs. I'll figure it out soon enough. So that next one, I'll just copy this one and say, okay, these are now together. So basically that come up now, it's going to be on the ground there. So I just need it like an outline. This one's going to be there at the end of its stride. I'm going to see this paw. Oh, it's a bit of a mess, but let's just keep going with it. Right, that needs to be higher. It's difficult. Turn round. It's like I want it to be a 3D model. Turn it round. The problem is this is too much, because you wouldn't see that much of that foot. It would be obscured by the angle. It's kind of going to be there somewhere, right on the other side. Yeah, let's just keep going with it. So then this one's going to be... yeah, and then it's going to be folding to come forward. And that one is going to be on its down. I don't like that. Like I say, sprites take a while to get right. That's not bad, so I just need the other leg there. Yeah, sort of works. Something's sort of out as well, so that's down, that's up. Let's go. Back legs. lift it up. Good enough. I guess the tail needs to do something interesting. That's too rubbish. It needs to go like the other way or something, so for it to be kind of sequence. It goes with the music. Dun, 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 dun. Revenge of the Cats. Dun 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 dun. How do you fix that? How do you fix that? So I'll try and error really and see if it works. No, look. Maybe. Any suggestions how to fix this? Take them away. Put the other eye there. Yeah, that looks alright. Maybe. It's too much. Alright, let's just save that and color this one in. Oops. That's quite good. What's causing that to look? This one? Yeah, something's not right here. That's forward. Let's make it more obvious. Right, forward. That's lifting. Let's make that more obvious. And then this is passing through forward. Yeah, see, it's like a limp. So that needs to be getting ready to land. Alright. Dun, dun, dun. Landing, back, lifting. It's just too much noise here. Should be landed. It would have a shadow. That's all right. Something peculiar about that, the back foot. And then this is a wee bit needing a bit more space. So that's there, the other foot is there, I suppose. What's that? Oh, the other side. I'm going to take that away. And then, so that's then landed. And then it's back, and it's lifted. Okay. Okay. I've just bob this now. It's fine. Does enough. Right, well that's bottom right. Okay, I need to do it up the way now. Of course, you're probably thinking, let's just take that and flip it vertically. Doesn't work. As well as the fact I don't have a flip vertical, and plus it wouldn't work that way. What I would do is have the tail, the head, yeah, alright. Continue with the head, can't really see the ears. Where would the ears be? Would you see them like that? Tricky, tricky, tricky. I do have a little reference somewhere. Where is it now? Where's my reference? Yeah, this is my little reference page. So, yeah, okay. I mean, it's pretty foreshortened. The tail is like much higher because you obviously you see the butt of it a bit more. Okay. Yeah. You see the little back legs. Just I suppose the way you would see the front legs. right. Yeah, something like that. Cool. Needs a more rounded head. Just doesn't feel right. Man. How the heck do you draw this? Okay, so I guess 1 foot is gonna be I'll figure it out as I go. Alright. Let's copy that. So yeah, this one, the little tail sort of switches out, so let's just do that for a bit of difference. Then this one, the foot is kind of passing forward, I suppose. Yeah, I'll figure it out, and it's quite easy to do these. Just do that and flip them. Do that and flip that one. Let's see how it goes. Again, just gradually. Oh my gosh. Okay, there's no up and down. So down with that one, down with that one. And I think it's the opposite. I mean, it kind of works once you see it in motion. It's sort of fine. Let's just get the color in. So yeah, obviously there'll be no pink in this. It will just be mostly grey. I added this little marker down at the compositor area so that I could see where the cursor was on the sprite, which was kind of essential for underlay, overlay type stuff. Let's add a little highlight here. Get a little highlight in the body. Yeah, that's okay. I'm just going to copy that there, see if I get away with that. And then copy that to there. God, that's probably the easiest sprite ever to make. Job done. Yeah, I think. Once it's all in context and you see everything, you get it. I was thinking of adding like shadow, cast shadow. So if you imagine the cat, you know, here, and there's the lights coming from, say, the left or something, I could probably add, you know, a little shadow like that. Potentially, I could try that for each. I'll just make that a straight line. Why not? Now maybe you get the idea. Maybe you get the idea. Which one is that? This one. I quite like the shadow. I think it helps it a bit. Maybe a bit too much there. I guess it would be on the front one as well. Thing is that my shadows the shadow casting is kind of like, it's not always going to be to the right. Oh, and also you're not going to see that much of the shadow because it's on the ground, right? You're just going to see a little bit of the tail end of it. It's just 2-3 pixels worth. 4 pixels worth. Yeah. That's better. And I could kind of use that to kind of signify the paw, maybe. Let's just try like 3 there. And do a kind of alternate to that. Oh no, that looks weird. Yeah, again, I don't need. Do 3, 4, 3, 4, 4, 3, 4, 3. Let's see how that looks. Let's try. So 3, try 5. Yeah, it sort of adds something. Let's try 6. You know, just at that subtle change. Let's bring these to 5 then. That's better. Let's bring that into the other one then. So I'll just do 5. Like that. I'll regret this later. Adding this shadow. No doubt. We'll see. It needs to be much more in the foreground. I think it's helping it a bit, give it a bit of depth, making it look like a sunny day. Right, what's that doing? That's quite effective. So 8 like 40. 8 like 40. So let's take that away, or 8 like 40. Do that. Let's see what's the difference here. Dum. Let's do that. Does that make sense? Because the shadow's being cast like from above, and the shadow's mostly on the ground, which is where his feet are. You wouldn't put a shadow around the side of it. It's no embossed text, you know. It's kind of weird to get your head around. But the more you look at it, the easier it is to see what's supposed to be. What I might do is add where the paw's coming forward, do a little one there. Yeah. And same for that one. Oh, wrong colour. Yeah, that's quite cool. The tail needs to be in shadow, right? A shadow for the tail. And because it's like such a chunky wide pixel thing, I mean, it's still on the ground, effectively it's still on the ground, it's just a bit further behind them, but you know, the shadow being cast sort of thing. It just moves too much. I think I'll just take it out because it's just the pixels are too chunky for it. So having just the foreground shadow there, we'll just imagine the shadow is just obscured by, you know, the shadow's actually being cast onto the body in a sense, but I'm not going to do that. I'm just not sure about the up and down of this. That's the up. Let's change these about. Down, and that's up. Up. And down. Up. Down. I think that's right. Yeah. It's probably 6.5 a dozen, to be honest. Although I do think we need to make that like that. And that like that. There we go. So that will be our 8 directions, because we'll reuse these 3, we'll flip them. And then we need our jumps and stuff in, but that's good enough. That's some good work done today. Whew! Sprites are so much harder than bitmaps. Thanks for watching this little video stream vlog of CityCat/Prowl. Yeah, look out for the posts on Facebook and wherever else. I'll catch you in the next one. Bye! Waiting the riff finish. Right, bye.